He wasn't expecting to get that phone call. Nobody was expecting that phone call to be made.
I'm gonna need you to get rid of all the leftover pizza boxes. The what? All the boxes left over for the pizza. All the boxes. Okay? Make sure you recycle the plastic like we talked about.
Is the attorney who made the phone call. And why it was parceled out to social media as paperwork had been served. And I'm not saying allegedly, Sean. And you're lucky I signed the NDAs that I did. Otherwise, I would tell them about all the things that I did with you when I was...
A reported line from the leaked call, "Get rid of all the pizza boxes," has sparked intense speculation among fans trying to decode its meaning. The reference to pizza, combined with the emphasis on boxes, has led some to theorize about concealed items or possible shipments. Adding to the curiosity, Diddy's Miami residence is located near a major shipping port, a detail that's only fueled more discussion. Some observers believe that being so close to a busy transport hub could allow items to be moved more discreetly, with packages potentially passing through the area without attracting much attention. Still, it's important to note that these ideas are largely based on interpretation, and there's no confirmed evidence explaining what the statement actually meant.
What's really going down with Diddy's leaked jail phone call? At first, it sounds harmless, just Puffy talking about pizza boxes. But this isn't about late night munchies. No. Pizza is actually a code word hiding something much darker. An underground network arranging illegal activities involving youngins.
Yo, listen, not entertain, none of this nonsense, and nothing over the phone. I'm gonna need you to get rid of all the leftover pizza boxes. The what? All the boxes left over from the pizza. All the boxes, okay? Make sure you recycle the plastic like we talked about.
Yeah, some people are writing that boxes sound like cages. You know, you have somebody talking about how Star Island is right next to a shipping unit and a very short drive from an international airport. And that's where Diddy lives. There's apparently a huge shipping place right near Diddy's home in Miami. And it's also been confirmed that Diddy's mansion did have underground tunnels. And some actually say that they connected to the Playboy mansion nearby. The scary part is that in certain circles, ordering pizza doesn't mean food. It's a way to describe arranging under-the-table deliveries of not-of-age ex-workers, as if they're menu items.
It's just as simple as ordering pizza. You could order as fast as 15 minutes. There's ads on social media and even gaming platforms that look exactly like this. You could select what age, height, and other really disturbing...
A reported line from the leaked call, "Get rid of all the pizza boxes," has ignited intense speculation among fans trying to unravel its meaning. The mention of pizza, along with the emphasis on boxes, has led some to suspect hidden items or possible shipments. Adding to the intrigue, Diddy's Miami residence is situated near a major shipping port, a detail that has only amplified more discussion. Some observers believe that being so close to a busy transport hub could make it easier for items to be moved discreetly, with packages potentially passing through the area without drawing much attention. Still, it's important to note that these theories are largely based on interpretation, and there is no confirmed evidence explaining what the statement actually meant.
Island, shipping container island right across the way. Diddy's Island, with all of his friends, just a short drive away from a very huge island platform full of shipping containers, and you have to go right next to the Coast Guard. We all know what's been sealed and talked about. What are the odds that this man lives on this island just a short walk away from this entire platform of shipping containers? Come on, what do Diddy and shipping containers have in common? Did anybody else know this? This right here kind of blows my mind, because if I was some star, the last place I'd go put my island is anywhere close to anything like that. So why in the world are these two so close to each other? And what do these and this have in common? And the fact that you have to go right past the U.S. Coast Guard, that's pretty crazy. But hey, Diddy's Island that just got raided is a short boat ride away from a whole bunch of shipping containers. Do you even see the
He goes on to say, get rid of all the plastic, a line that has also captured fans' attention. Some believe he could be referring to leftover party materials, while others think it may point to something more serious unfolding behind the scenes.
Sure, you recycle the plastic like we talked about.
Yeah. It's obvious Diddy knew he was going in, and he had all this already set up on the outside for his son. And plastic could mean CDs. If he had some, videos on CDs or videos on flash drives, they're made of plastic. Even hard drives, a lot of them are made of plastic. So that could be what he's referencing. It could be a memory card. Memory cards, SD cards are made of plastic. So all that kind of lines up with what he's trying to say, which is get rid of the footage.
That is where things begin to grow even more complicated. Jaguar Wright has alleged that Diddy possesses recordings involving several figures in the industry, including herself, raising the possibility that such tapes may in fact exist.
When I said he is the J. Edgar Hoover of hip-hop, I meant that.
Hey,
He got tapes from everybody. No different than J. Edgar Hoover did. What made J. Edgar Hoover so effective for the FBI was that he had blackmail, kill files, burn files on everyone. He had the Kennedy family by their nuts over Marilyn Monroe. That's what he did.
That's deep.
How was Diddy using tactics any different than that? He was also a cross-dresser and a lady. Kind of like the Diddler.
Oh.
Sounds like they got them a J. Edgar Hoover and Blockface to me.
When we talked last time on the virtual, you mentioned who's on tapes and who got tapes out.
Yeah.
The purpose of having a recorded freak off.
Yeah.
What does that do for the male? What does that do for the female? Like, some females are cool with it. What is the thought behind that as far as let's record this session and either rewatch, keep it for sale? Is it evidence? Is it just like what is the mentality behind having
If you can own
visual memory?
Their vulnerability, if you can own that, you have the ability to control and manipulate that person. See, guys start off by saying, "Ooh, man, I don't want to watch. I just want to watch us." See, that's the line.
That's the line.
Wouldn't you rather me be watching us than watching a bunch of other? See, the finesse, that fluff. Do you really want me watching anybody else but you? I could look at you all day. Vanity. See? Make her feel special. Make her feel like she's the only, the object. Meanwhile, this sitting here thinking, so her daddy works at Sony and I need such and such as contract ended.
Does it also work this way for men?
Absolutely. And it's worse for the men. Women are used to being the victims of, not men. No man walks in thinking that another man is looking at him like a lollipop. Not a straight man. Like I said, it's another tape of me out there. I just don't know where it's going to pop up.
So there's a video circulating out there. I seen it today, actually. Which you speak.
I'm on a Diddy tape.
Say it again.
I'm on a Diddy tape.
Which one?
That person I was just speaking of. I was there with.
Putting it all together, some believe the term plastic could be referring to those recordings. Let's take a look at the rest of the leaked call and see what other details or possible insights might be uncovered.
Did Jay reach out yet? Nah, Bob. He goes. I'm in here. It's all good. You're about to get out on bail.
History shows that they both rose to prominence around the same time. Over the years, a number of celebrities have suggested that Jay-Z was frequently present at some of Diddy's well-known gatherings.
At Diddy crib in LA, this was the beginning of 2020. You know what I mean? Diddy had put everybody else out the crib, like the influx of people he had put him out. But he had took a liking to me in particular.
Following the raid on Diddy's home, Jay-Z has remained noticeably silent. Jaguar Wright suggests that this silence could be intentional, with him choosing not to speak in order to avoid saying anything that might create problems. She goes even further, claiming that Sean Carter may be more deeply connected than Diddy himself.
Diddy being publicly shamed like this, so left.
Who's that?
Sean Carter is worse.
Uh-oh. Oh, man.
He's smarter. He's patient. He's not sloppy.
Mm-hmm.
Just been lining up people he calls friends and stepping to the side while they get hit by the guillotine for 30 years. It's worse.
So when you think his moment of reckoning is coming, because we talk about that often on the platform, and not that we don't know him, so wish anything bad on anybody, but we've heard that too. So
I think the PPD trial has the potential to force Sean Combs to finally be honest about some things that he hasn't been honest about, which could create great leverage for knocking that big lip camel face back into the oblivion in the depths of hell where he came from. And I'm going to be right there every step of the way. Gotcha. Just oh yes.
Let's review the following portion of the leak.
Check this out. I need you to reach out to the producer. Let these motherfuckers know there's a release date for that new Netflix movie. It's just crazy right now.
Okay, so there's a lot going on here, but I could definitely tell that saying the Netflix movie is definitely associated with a freak off videotape. That's pretty easy to put together. I don't know who this producer person is. That might be the one who's holding the tape, maybe. I mean, it's pretty obvious, I think, but he's not really spelling it out. And actually, there was a lawyer going on news stations telling everybody that multiple tapes are being shopped out. So this could be before that happened. And maybe that's his way of like keeping people silent by just letting people know that the tapes are out there, ready to be.
Jaguar Wright has been raising concerns for quite some time, claiming that Diddy distributes these recordings online. Some view this latest leak as a possible deliberate move, perhaps intended to send a message.
He's selling his own God evidence that would put him in jail against him on the dark net to the highest bidder. Why would he sell evidence of his debauchery and savagery? Why would he sell on the dark net his tapes of just terrible? Wanna know why? Because he doesn't intend to stand trial.
Is he protecting people, or are people protecting him?
Oh no, he's selling it because he needs the cash. The last freak off tape that just got sold on the dark net, which I know because I monitor, went for $500 million. It had multiple stars in it. Nicki Minaj, Rihanna, Chris Brown, Justin Bieber, Drake. It was a really interesting night in Calabasas, and he just sold that footage.
How come you think it doesn't get leaked to the public?
The dark net?
Yeah, like
because of the dark coin. Most people don't even know that the dark coin exists. But that's how they're trading for all of the flesh they sell. Which is why I became so outraged last year when the twins turned 16 and he was dressed like, and then he auctioned them off as NFTs because the NFT that he sold them to was attached to that dark coin. It was like a promissory note to sell his daughters to the highest bidder.
I actually received the New York Post article from the person who contacted me to sell the tape. They sent me that article. I was not shocked by what I read in the article. I was hoping that even the client that I contacted would reach out and see and kind of alert that person that this was going on and to possibly help them. The person who has the tape really doesn't want to shop it around. They really want to help and wanted to directly sell it to that person, but it seems as if they are going elsewhere.
You know, we know that you've seen the footage. You talked about that last week when you were with us. So, you know, as you know who it is, and I know that you can't tell us who it is for all the reasons, right? But as you know who it is, and as we're moving through this story, and it's starting to really feel like it's unraveling, and you feel bad for the person, and we don't even know who it is. Is there anything more you can tell us about that part of it?
I really do feel bad about the person. Part of the reason that I did come and say something outside of just to protect my own safety, but I wanted to sound the alarm, essentially, bring the dog whistle, if you will, to that person that maybe they should do something about this before it came out. Mm-hmm. If I was them, I would do something about this, and the only way to do anything is to do the catch and kill. That's the only way to ensure that it doesn't come out. You know, we're taught that God helps those who help themselves. So if we have a situation where that person does have the opportunity to purchase the video, if I were them, I would absolutely purchase the video.
Wow. Well, do you think this is going to surface publicly? I mean, are we getting close to that moment?
From what I'm hearing, I think so. Mm-hmm. I'm hearing whispers that there is at least one major network, possibly two, and a bidding war for that footage. So I believe we're sooner rather than later maybe finding out, unless that person comes and purchases the video themselves, which is really the goal of the people who have the video. They just, at this point, if that person doesn't want to purchase it, then it's going to go on the open.
Further intensifying the case against Diddy, a witness has reportedly come forward claiming to possess 8 flash drives filled with recordings involving various celebrities. The same witness also says they are in possession of a manuscript believed to be from the late Kim Porter's memoir, adding yet another layer of complexity to the situation.
Those 8 videos, 8 celebrities, 6 men and 2 women. How many of those 8 celebrities were close to being underage or potentially underage?
2 males.
2 males. And of those 8 celebrities, how many of them were intoxicated or under the influence of drugs?
This is going to be all speculation. I just want to preface it by he wouldn't know
appear
if
to
they
be
were right.
Sure, appears. Let me rephrase it.
Based on yes,
understand. Out of the 8 celebrities who were recorded having intimate relations with Sean Combs, how many of them appear to be either inebriated or intoxicated or under the influence?
All of them.
Out of those 8, how many appear to be potentially victimized? How many might have been victimizing?
I think all. To be honest, all
were victims or were perpetrating.
Victims.
They were all 8 were victimized.
Yeah.
Meaning this was happening to them and they were inebriated.
Right. Not knowing, I guess, how much proof it was in it, but they was doing.
And of those 8, how many seemed to be potentially minors?
2 to 3, possibly 3.
2 to 3. Also on the flash drives, Courtney, was what looked to be a manuscript written by, it appears to be a woman
who had taken Kim Porter's private journals and had written a book. Is that accurate?
We don't know.
I
don't know how. Yeah.
I don't know how who wrote it, put it together, but it was from her when I spoke to her.
What you received on the flash drives, was it the completed book or was it notes from Kim Porter that later were made into a book?
It was completed. It's only 60, it's only about 54 pages.
Sure, and in the beginning it says, Kim made me promise that if something happened to her, I would make sure this book became public to the world. The way Sean moved, I knew that was a promise I would have to fulfill. Kim knew I was a woman of my word, and this book was going to make it to print. So it sounds like it is a woman who wrote up the notes from Kim Porter. Does that sound accurate?
It's how you read it, yes. I haven't even read the book.
Do you know who the woman is?
No.
And to be clear, he received it in its complete form. So I think just to make sure we have some clarity here, the manuscript that Mr. Burgess received was already in its complete form. It's not that he edited it or changed anything.
Got it.
He did give it to someone else who then edited it, but that's not how he received it.
Okay, so Ariel, did your client Courtney receive the book from the woman who seems to have written it, saying, I'm a woman of my word, and this book is going to make it to print?
I don't know if he received it from a man or a woman. He can't answer.
I received it from a man. I told you somebody she was dating.
Do you know if the notes from the book really were from Kim Porter?
It was, yes, because I spoke to her probably like 6 hours before I got it, received it.
You spoke to Kim Porter?
Yes.
So Kim Porter.
Just saying hi. Just saying hi.
Okay, Ariel, go ahead and give me clarity on the timeline.
No, I'm trying to get him to provide clarity of, was there a conversation with her?
No, I was talking to the person and he said, hold up, this is Courtney, be right here. Let me say something to him. He said, I know him, put me on speaker. Then that's how we end up speaking.
And then later, somebody brought somebody else came and brought you the manuscript.
Right. Before I left ATL.
Wright has also expressed doubt about the official account of Kim Porter's passing, calling it far too convenient. She points out that nearly all of the original founders of Uptown Records are no longer around, leaving only Diddy. She also questions how someone with access to top-tier medical care could die from pneumonia, suggesting that the real reason may be tied to the tell-all memoir. Porter had reportedly been working on that same manuscript, which is now said to be in